not care about us. They want us to give us a 2-week notice, but yet can just fire us and ruin our lives on the spot any day that they choose. I have a 2-year.
Today we are going to be talking about black females being laid off from their jobs. And not only that, they're also more likely to be laid off before the holidays in their tech jobs. And that's something we're going to be really looking at and see the different experiences and how often does this really actually happen, and how is it actually affecting them day to day, not only financially but mentally as well. That also is going to have an effect on them. It's going to have an effect on their confidence, it's going to have an effect on their finance, it's going to have an effect on their everyday lives. And that's why it's crucial to have these conversations about it. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And yeah, let's go.
So, I have news that I don't want to share with you, but I have to.
Okay, I'm prepared.
And this is why I was telling you yesterday, all the things that I said, which 100% are true. I am so proud of you and the work that you've done. As part of a company-wide restructure, we have to eliminate certain roles, and unfortunately, your role has been affected. Really enjoyed working with you, and like I've said 100 million times, I feel like a proud mom, like seeing you blossom and turn into this wonderful teammate has been nothing short of a true pleasure.
I don't ever look at things like this as like it's happening to me, it's more so happening for me.
Yeah. So again, I'm sorry. I know you're an optimistic person, so it sucks. I'm sorry.
It's all a part of the process. Good to me, I've learned so much. Obviously, like I'm sad to like part ways with the people that I met here, but I don't necessarily have to part ways. I can still talk to them. This might just be that final step that God's like, okay, if you're gonna go all in, you need to go all in. Thank you. I really do appreciate you. Thank you. All right, talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.
Like I said, this doesn't have anything to do with y'all's performance. You know, it's just so hard.
Yeah, I'm glad that you care. But I get you being on the side of having to let the people go, having to have the conversation can be stressful. But just know that I'm fine. I think whatever is supposed to happen will happen, and you know, if you have faith, you know that God is working everything out. So.
Amen, sister.
A little bit over a week, anticipating that layoffs are coming at my job, and I am anticipating that I'm not going to make the cut. And 3 days later, I was laid off from my job, just right before the holiday season. Yeah, that was my reaction. Now, as excited as I was to receive a few months severance and some other benefits, I'd be lying if I said this was easy, because months have passed by and I just feel confused. Low-key like I'm having a midlife crisis, because I just don't know what to do or what should be next for me. However, through all the BS, I am so thankful for my friends and family and community for holding me above water. All the laughs, walks, hikes, karaoke nights, random trips, concerts, and surprise getaways might look like big distractions, but everything is actually serving as an inspiration. So while I figure out what's next, I'm going to lean on this community God sent to me. I had also saved up quite a bit before getting laid off, so we'll see how long I can make things stretch. But for now, I think I'm just finding myself again. So we'll see what's next, but until then, just say nice things to your girl. Cause emotionally, I'm taking things day by day as I figure it out.
So I've been working for Morgan Stanley for just shy of 2 years. I kind of felt something going on because there was a mass layoff in July of last year, in November of last year, and then in January of this year, they abruptly switched my position. They eliminated my position, put me in a different department that was like way lower than, you know, what I was doing. So it just was given, they're about to fire you. Listen, I called out before I knew I was getting, you know, laid off. I will not be calling you back. You can fire me tomorrow, which is what they did. So it was like February 15th, and they basically said effective March 15th, you are no longer an employee. You do not have to work during this like 4-week period. We'll pay you, but that's when your employment officially ends. Long story short, I got a job somewhere else. I got a job really quickly. It pays a lot less, and it sucks, to be honest. Okay, I'm getting paid significantly less, and I'm doing significantly more. I actually hate it. Like, I genuinely hate it, but I didn't want to take the risk of just living off of a severance. And you know, I'm a firm believer in my Lord and Savior. And he says, you know, if you're faithful over a few things, I will make you ruler over many things. And so I'm being faithful during this period, this transitional period, this unexpected, you know, life-changing event.
A lot of times, black females, they don't understand that when you get into these industries, tech jobs, is when finances collapses in these companies, you are always going to be the first ones that they are going to fire. You're always going to be the first ones that is going to be laid off. As black females are never going to be seen as a priority in any of these corporate companies, in any of these industries. It's a bullet to buy that not a lot of black females like to talk about or like to admit, because it's more pleasing to really push this narrative that being a career babes and money driven is satisfying, until it isn't. And even that, it doesn't get them to build awareness around this situation that's actually really going on.
No one talks about the mental toll it takes on you when you're unemployed and trying to find a job. Like the rejection after rejection, and then you think you have a good interview and you get a rejection letter saying they went with another candidate. It's like, why did I just waste all my time going through all those interviews, you asking all of these questions? It's literally been 10 months since I've been unemployed. I'm educated. I work hard. I'm applying to jobs. My unemployment's done. I'm blowing through my savings. And I know they say have faith, but it's like, how can you have faith when it's not happening? And I know this job market is really trash, but mentally it's like so draining. And nobody talks about how draining it is. I'm honestly just at loss.
Not care about us. They want us to give us a 2-week notice, but yet can just fire us and ruin our lives on the spot any day that they choose. I have a 2-year-old son, no savings, which is my fault, and it doesn't fucking matter. So now I have to go back on the job hunt, and I have to get a work from home job because I have a 2-year-old that I have to take care of. Can't afford daycare. Rent is $2,500 where I live. Now I gotta find out how to pay off my lease early, because there's no way that we could afford to live here. I don't even have a computer. They just locked me out of my computer. You know, I really thought that the culture at my job was great, the best that it's ever been. And for them to just lay me off, not even based off of performance, because my manager just shouted me out today, saying I'm doing a great job, and then fired me. I busted my ass.
So y'all know I'm always on here making like funny TikToks. When I be like on breakout work and stuff, I'll be making TikToks. So the TikToks that I made just got me fired. They just fired my ass. So y'all be careful with posting TikToks, even if it's not your voice, even if you're not saying where you work at. You being in uniform and making certain TikToks with certain captions or anything can cause you to get fucking fired from your job at a clinic. And yeah, everything happened for a reason though. So I'm upset because I love my job, but it's okay. But y'all be careful with them fucking TikToks, because so y'all know.
Not y'all done fired me over TikTok. I didn't wear my badge at work. I didn't tell what agency I worked for. So I know nobody on TikTok did the shit at all, because I also worked through another company to work for where I was. So I know it wasn't y'all. So that mean one of you bald-headed bitches at the agency that I worked for saw my motherfucking video and went and told somebody. And it could have been the supervisor. And all you had to do was say something to me. But you didn't do that, did you? You told all the other managers, all the shit I done did for y'all. All the days I ain't never take no lunch break for y'all. When my supervisor died, y'all treated me like management. All them girls that done cussed me out. You can't get no help as is. So y'all finna really be looking stupid and crazy. And I'm not even mad. I'm finna go gather my shit and thank God y'all ain't worrying me no more, bitches.
Recently got fired from my job for the attendance, basically. The type of person I am, I don't like authority. I don't like people telling me what to do. And I wanted to quit the job anyway. I just let people talk me into letting them fire me for whatever reason. But literally, I just feel like even with this, like, why can't we take a few days off? Why can't we miss a few fucking days? Like, the days that I was calling out, I swear to God, hand up to God, literally, I needed a mental health day. Like, I just couldn't mentally clock the fuck in that day. So I called the fuck out. Either that or I wasn't feeling well. Like, you're not about to make me feel bad for calling out because I don't feel good mentally or physically. These jobs are full of shit. And the lack of empathy that they have, but want you to have empathy for fucking people on the phone. Because I worked a call center job, work from home job. They want you to have empathy for these fucking people, but y'all don't have empathy for your workers. Make it make sense. Like, everybody thinks, oh, work from home. If I work again, it has to be chat only. It has to be, because it is draining. People, call center representatives do not get enough fucking respect or recognition for the shit that they go through. Like, literally, I know it's bullshit at every job, but it's so fucking stressful. Like, literally. And people would be like, well, how are you calling out and you work from home? That literally, y'all don't know what I go through. Y'all don't know what call center representatives go through. Like, people are like so fucking disrespectful on them phones. It's fucking draining. Like, I can't, and then I got other shit going on that I'm dealing with. I cannot mentally clock. And yes, I can physically take my ass to my desk and clock in, but sometimes physically I can't. So they basically fired me for that. And
Another thing I want to talk about is the mental toll that Black females have to deal with when they do lose their jobs. And they're put in a predicament that they're actually never prepared for. And it's crazy because it's like, well, who can be prepared for actually being laid off? No one is ever really prepared for that. But at the end of the day, they're still having to deal with it mentally. And it's funny that they will never give a man that type of... And it's funny because they will never give a man that type of understanding, but they'll expect everyone to understand them when they are dealing with being laid off mentally. And they're not dealing with it well. They're becoming depressed. They're in a midlife crisis. So much is now happening just because you got laid off. And that's something to really talk about. I find that with a lot of Black females, it's much more of a harder hit as well, because they have essentially given up everything in their lives to be in that position. They've given up their love lives. They've given up their time. They've given up even spending time with family, because it's all about putting themselves in the best financial place that they could ever be, to somehow prove to not only themselves but society and Black men that they are doing better and they're equal, until something happens that really does prove that you're not equal and you're not doing better. And if anything, they've put you exactly back where you didn't want to be. And you hear them all the time saying how much they put effort into their jobs, how long it takes for them to apply, how they will miss breaks, and how they would have days off because they having a mental health day. You know, it's just really centered around how the fact that they put in 110% for these jobs, and their jobs do not care about them. Their managers don't care about them, their H&R doesn't care about them, but yet Black females have done everything that they could, spent all their prime years building themselves up just to be here, and have it snatched right off them. And it doesn't matter how much they fight, doesn't matter how much they say, doesn't matter what they do, they can snatch that opportunity that you really worked the best years of your life to get right off you, and you will start all over again. Like, your time meant nothing. And that's the real hit that they begin to deal with mentally, especially when they're in their 30s. It's a different type of hit. That's when the midlife crisis comes in, because you know damn well that you spent all your life to be here and you still got nothing from it. I'm your hostess, Reminate Princess. These are my last thoughts. Black females being the most or more likely to be laid off right before the holidays, to be more likely to be laid off when there's a financial hit in the company, to be more likely to be laid off if something goes wrong. It really just shows how much society does not value black females, how much society does not value black females' time. Society does not value black females' effort. So where does that really put them? What should they do next? I mean, everyone tells them what they should do, and everyone tells them what they need to do to be able to be valued, and not by society. It's the fact that we need to value ourselves in the community first. We are the ones that are only going to be the ones to actually give ourselves opportunities. But black females don't want to listen to that and don't want to do that either. And so they have to find out the hard way what society really thinks of them. Because essentially, it's what they even think about themselves. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.